Oh, my face hurts from smiling.
Okay, so we just watched the second film, Godzilla Raids Again, which in the first English release is Gigantus the Fire Monster. Dizzy?
-2 stars. Like they owe me money for watching this.
This is the worst Godzilla film I think I've seen, and for many reasons. First of all, the word Godzilla is never used in the entire film. The monster is referred to as Gigantus, which was some kind of ploy by the American localization team to make it different from Godzilla, but it was Godzilla.
Nothing about it made one single shred of sense.
It was so senseless.
Okay, first, they show this weird, trippy acid trip movie about the creation of the universe. And the explanation of where these giant monsters come from is that they call them anguluses, and they are fire monsters that arose out of a primordial fiery ooze, like fully formed. There was like a brontosaurus coming straight up out of it.
Bad dinosaur science.
And it's just not good, just bad. And they mixed in Angurus's roar with Godzilla's roar. So now you see Godzilla or Gigantus, and he's going, no! So we just started calling him Dirtzilla.
The whole time we were calling Godzilla Dirtzilla.
Cause he had this stupid look, like his teeth are hanging out, like he's got an overbite. Like, apologies to those with overbites.
This movie was so bad, but we got so many laughs out of it. The movie is the English version is narrated by George Takei. Is it Takei? Takei from Star Trek. Well, before his Star Trek career, and he narrates like everything from the film. Anytime that there is any sort of silence, George Takei is narrating what is happening, and it's just,
I lowered my head, and as he lowers his head, like literally, you're watching what he's saying happen in real time.
It was pretty bad. And there's this subplot about, I guess it was convicts of some sort, and it
was never addressed.
It was like a 3-minute subplot of these convicts running away, like escaping.
And it was like a Three Stooges bit with violence, like real violence, like people died.
Yeah, there's just no sense to this film at all. I just don't. From what we can tell, like this was edited and a lot by the American localization, and obviously trying to make it different from the Godzilla before it. And I don't know if that's what made it horrible or if it was just already pretty bad. The dubbing was awful.
The suit was terrible.
The Godzilla suit was worse than the first one was. At least the first one was good because it wasn't used a lot in extraneous motions. Like the Godzilla, the actor in the Godzilla suit didn't have to move a lot, but this one he has to fight a monster in there, and therefore there's a bunch of creases, and it was just a terrible suit altogether.
This is the first time I ever have seen this Godzilla. I've seen every single Godzilla movie but this one until today, and I'm thankful for that because I think this movie just ruined Godzilla for me because it is so bad. Like people talk about Son of Godzilla or Revenge of Godzilla just being really bad and cheesy. There is nothing good about this movie.
This one, yeah, at least Son of Godzilla and Godzilla's Revenge were they were silly, but they were kind of meant to be silly and weird. But this one is just straight out bad, and the fact that it's to original American audiences, it wasn't even a Godzilla movie; it was a Gigantus movie. Just rubs it into the face of Godzilla fans.
Oh, and in America, they were making apparently some sort of volcano monster movie with dinosaurs. And you see clips of it in the footage. There's like these shambling T-Rexes and Gila monsters for no reason.
Yeah, this is obviously like a run over from the early development of that movie. And then they're just like, well, let's just turn it into a Godzilla movie, and that's what we got. We got Godzilla raids again.
This movie should have been buried in the desert with the E.T. games.
Which they found recently, by the way. Yeah, this is definitely a low point. We went from like the greatest Godzilla in the series to probably the worst. In very, very quick fashion. I'm glad to get it over with.
It's all downhill from there.
No, it can't be all from down here from here.
I mean, it's all easy.
Yeah. So next up, we've got
King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, which was also one of the first ones I ever watched. So let's give that one a go, and we'll get back with you guys.